Hello. Welcome to the channel. My name's Nobby. Thank you for tuning in to episode 18 of our Path of Exile Beginners playthrough. I want to say a massive thank you to everybody that's watching these videos and leaving thumbs ups. Honestly, guys, this series in particular, I've only got 2 playthroughs on the channel. A World of Warcraft 0 to Hero on a brand new account, and this Path of Exile one. And everyone's jumped on this Path of Exile one. As a brand new channel with just hit double figure subs, thank you guys for subbing, and only 2 playlists going up, I'm super happy. I really am. I can't thank you enough. So guys, if you're new, please press that sub button, come and join the community. If you're enjoying the videos, don't forget to give them a thumbs up. It does help other people in their recommendations, the old YouTube algorithm. And we are in Act 3. We picked up a quiver. I have just been to my crafting bench, and the only thing I could put on it was mana, so I've put mana on it. That may help with the clarity, the skitterbots, and the Herald of Agony we're running at the minute. We're still down 83 mana out of 360 because the rest of it is reserved for these auras. If we run into trouble, we'll ditch the Herald, but for now, we did okay in the first bit of the city of Sarn, wasn't it, before the Sarn encampment. So we're doing okay. What I do want to do today, before we start, and we will get through a couple of zones, I just want to run through what I've done now in preparation for Act 3. So I've already made this little cheat sheet for this build, and I'd recommend you do too. I've not made it public, but it's a good opportunity for you to look through the PoE wiki to have a read of what some of these do. So I've been through that. I've made my list of what colours I need where. So I know I need a 4-socket molten shell, red, blue, green. I need a 4-socket green, blue, red. And I need a 4-socket green, blue, red. Okay. I've also been on the path of building. Let me bring that up as well as the other one. And in here under skills, you can hover over, you can click the skill, and then you can hover over the gems and you can see what's linked to what. So Toxic Rain highlights everything else. They're all linked, so that needs to be a 6 link. The Toxic Rain for the chest piece, or the bow, whichever one, which is for the totems. Again, you highlight Toxic Rain and they all highlight, so that means that needs to be a 6 link. The Blood Rage, Clarity, Malevolence and Determination, none of them highlight when you hover over one of the others, so that is just a 4-socket. They do not need to be linked. It says helmet here. It can be in any of those sockets or any of those item slots that take up to 4 socket items. So feet, hands, helm. The Molten Shell one. Molten Shell wants to be linked with increased duration. Despair wants to be linked with increased duration. Dash can be on its own. So for that, you're looking for a 3 link where it's a red, blue link, but a green on its own. And this one, the Vaal Haste one, all 3 are linked to increased duration. So that needs to be a 4-link item. That's how you figure out how many links you need on what. Because his little video guide, the graphic, is a bit confusing because it shows everything linked. So it's a little bit confusing, that. We do need 6-link bow. We do eventually need 6-link chest. But the other little bits here, one of them can only be 4-socket, which is fine. The other one can be 3-link with a spare green, and then the other one does want to be 4-link. So that's what we're looking for in this bit of the act now. Act 3, we are looking for these colour combinations so we can start working towards getting some of these gems linked up, because a lot of these we can still go out and buy in Act 1, Act 2, Clarissa at Act 3. There's quite a few from Siosa, who's a guy in the library at Act 3. So we want to start now, as well as making sure we're still keeping on top of our defences, our resistances, and getting more. We're capped on cold at 76%, 75 cap. We've got 50% fire, we've got 36% lightning. We still need to be working on increasing these 2. We also still need to make sure we get items that have got max life, and we still need to just pay a bit of attention to our mana and make sure we're not running out of mana all the time. As long as we can do that and work towards getting some of these correct links set up, I'd love a 4-link bow. I'd love a 4-link chest. And then I'd love to work at getting these 3 or 4 link. Then we can start realising the build. Start working towards what the build recommends rather than this loosey-goosey. We have got Blood Rage now, which is recommended in the build. But we're loosey-goosey, Shrapnel Ballista, and we're loosey-goosey with a Herald. So by the end of Act 3, we want to have 900 plus life. As a rule of thumb, roughly about 300, 350 life per act should be okay. We are over level slightly, that's fine, don't worry about that. The whole idea of this playthrough is to just get you through that difficulty curve of the first couple of acts when you open that passive skill tree and you have a bit of a brain fart because it's huge. Sorry, I pressed P and my my scene changed. Yeah, this passive skill tree. When you get that first ding at level 2, you've got a passive skill point and you open up this tree as a new player and you think, oh my god, what is this? What have I got myself into? It's easy when you know how. These are all passive skills. You're never going to get all of them. You can never accrue enough points to get all of them. You always start in a set area, and these areas are colour-coded. So, for example, the Ranger, all these are Dex nodes, effectively. Down here for the Slayer, I think, it's a mix of Dex and Strength. Here for the Marauder, it's all Strength. Here for the Templar, it's Strength and Int. Here for the Witch, it's all Int. And here for the Rogue style character is Int and Dex. So they're placed accordingly. And obviously you've got the Scion in the middle, which is different. I've never played a Scion yet either. So if you're coming into this video and you've not seen the previous ones, and you're new to Path of Exile, I would implore you to go back to Episode 1. Watch the playthrough all the way through. Episode 1, all the way through to the end of Act 1, I go really slow, proper boomer speed, because I'm 49, I'm 50 next year, I'll have you know. Proper boomer speed, going through exactly what everything does as we come across it, explaining the help system, explaining the gems and the links and the passive tree. And we just go through step by step every time we uncover an item, discover an item, get an item, pick up currency. Now, Act 3, we are going through the zones quicker because I need to get this finished before the new league starts in December, granted. But we can go quicker now because you guys should have the knowledge to be able to pick up and run with it. If you've watched those first few episodes, especially up to the end of Act 1, I think you should be confident enough now to either play ahead or just do a bit of farming while you're waiting for my next episode. These episodes come out daily, so I'm keeping to that as well. Right, let's go, shall we? Let's go. Let's actually do something. We need to go to the encampment and then up here to the slums. We need to go and find Tolman, I think he's called, in the Crematorium. Okay, let's go. The long hike back up to the slums, I think, are over here. They are indeed. So we should come across 2 things in here. We should come across the Crematorium. We should also come across a sewer grate as well. Right, let's go. Auras are all up. We'll see how the mana does. We're still dropping our little ballistas. Especially for blue mobs. And we are now actively looking for 4 links that we can maybe make work. So let's see what we can do. These big bugs are like the summoners of old. When we've been in the prison, they will keep summoning little bugs, so we need to get rid of them as quick as we can as well. Standard strongbox there. Up. A superior gem, 8% quality. We will take that because, as you now know, combination of 40% can be traded for a gem cutter's prism, or if it's flasks, a glass blower's bauble. Scrolls, we're still collecting scrolls. And I'm using the regular Never Sync loot filter. I have got the custom sounds on, so if you are playing along, I'm not going to trigger you every 5 minutes when my loops drop. And I will leave it on regular now until the end of Act 5, and then I'll bump it up to semi-strict. I'm quite happy still trawling through all the items it shows me. You can argue and say, yeah, you can go to semi-strict to Act 2, it doesn't really matter. I like to look at the loot. I'm a loot whore. I'm still picking up scrolls. But play your way, guys. As I've recommended when we first started, play it as a single player if it's your first time. Enjoy the lore, read all the quest text, explore all the zones. Just have fun with it. There's no rush to endgame. You'll see people that are going to give you a tutorial but get to maps in 6 and 7 hours. As a new player, that's unrealistic. It should be taking you, and it's going to take me, I don't know, 40 hours to get to the end game, 80 plus episodes, which is fine. It's a free-to-play game. The only rush is you've got the league mechanic that will reset in December. That's the only reason you want to be rushing through. And I did start this league a month late as well, I will admit. If I'd have started it at league launch, would have been well ahead of the curve. Unfortunately, I didn't. Because I was too engrossed with getting the channel launched with World of Warcraft. And Path of Exile, to be fair, was only an afterthought because of the Exile Con that recently came out, and I was starting to watch PoE 2 clips and getting excited for PoE 2 snippets. And then I decided to play PoE again, and while I'm playing, I may as well record it, hadn't I? And I'm glad I did, because it's worked out really well for the channel. It really has. I'm super happy that I did decide to go that route. And I think, to be fair, with 3 monthly updates and brand new leagues, I think PoE will be, or end up being, the backbone of the channel, I reckon. Right, Crematorium. We have got a trial in here. We have got a waypoint. We've not really had much loot dropped, have we? Christ. That's like the skimpiest zone ever. Silk slippers, no good. The only thing I will admit I'm going to be reluctant to replace are these at the minute. We may end up re-rolling the sockets and trying to re-roll the links as and when we get currency on those. So these guys can hurt a bit. There we go. Thank you very much. Alright, where is my trial? Oh, a jeweler's orb. We'll take those. We'll be needing those soon enough. Yellow. It's not falling, unfortunately. We should start seeing them, and we'll also be checking the vendors as well. Just in case. We've seen the vendors now have 4 sockets, 4 link, potentially. Let's get a wall of ballistas up for hate beat, shall we? There we go. A Stibnite flask. Evasion and a smoke cloud. Well, that might come in handy. Oh, there's the trial up there. Right, we'll go there in a second. Just deal with these. And this summoner. Excellent. Okay. Let's go and see what the trial is, shall we?
On the night of 1,000 ribbons,
We can upgrade the Herald.
it burned with fires.
Oh, it's the burning floor one. Okay.
It burned with shame, giving the title of emperor to a man.
My mana is gone.
Well, there you go. My mana's gone. Come on, let's go. Where's the lever? The lever's up here. There we are. A little bit more. Up here for the lever. And we're done. Beautiful. Okay, so there are 3 trials in here. Act 3. That's the first. 2 more to get and we can do the labyrinth. Now we may not do it straight away. As long as we've done it by the end of Act 5, we'll be good. Okay, this guy's taking a bit of a beasting, isn't he? Oh, life regen. Right, let's keep ballistas down then. There we go. Thank you very much. Right, must be the other way then, I think. Let's have a look. Yep, must be up that way. Alright, let's go. Ooh, what have we got here? Looks like we might have some new league mechanic up there to look at. We'll go and see what that is. Ooh, 4 socket. We might have a look. Oh my god, we've got a Vaal area too. Okay. So, we've got a zone within a zone within a zone here, I think. Alright then, well. 35% extra physical damage as cold. Well, the good news is it's our cold resist that's capped out at the minute, so that's alright. We'll quickly zoom through here. There's a level. Happy days. A couple of flasks. No superior flasks though, so we'll keep moving. Level 30. A medium hybrid flask. Let's put our skill point in. We're still working over the damage of over time. Up to there, the coordination one. Okay.
That would only slow me down.
Right, we might need to zump out here and zump back. Purely because we've got some new items to talk about. Okay. Let's go do a sell.
There you go.
Shift. Clicky, 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 clicky. Okay, this is a new item. I think they're called veiled items, but you notice it's now rolled an extra modifier. Even though it's magic, it's rolled stun threshold and maximum energy and maximum life. I mean, it's no good for us, but just to explain what these things are. Evasion, energy shield, 30 to max life. 20 to lightning resist is the same. The max life is very nice. And this one, Dex and Evasion. Evasion's 219, which is quite high. I don't think we're doing anything with that. Evasion 172 is pretty pants. The max life is nice. But We'd lose the red gem again, typically. We could craft something else onto it. No, we'll sell it. We'll sell it. I do want to keep that, and that's a superior. Okay. Superior, flask worth saving, currency get rid of. Alright, let's go back in and pick up the rest of those items. Pick up the scepter, pick up the sword. Now again, they're no good for us, but you will see the extra modifier, that's got 10 to 19 fire damage to spells, and that one has got plus 13 dex. Alright. Right. Let's go and finish off this little area. Thank you very much. Okay, a dagger, ground slam, double strike, none of which we're using, and a couple of corrupted yellows. Alright, let's go back into the crematorium. If you can hear Flynn shouting, it's not quite tea time yet, mate, is it? This is a dead end, so that's alright. Right, let's work back to that other item I saw on the map. Let's go and see what that is. You get this sometimes. You'll go into... Ooh, an alchemy orb. See? Always check your chests and barrels and kick rocks. You'll find that sometimes. You'll go into a zone and then you'll get a zone within a zone within a zone. Because you'll get your Vaal side area drop. And then something else will drop, and then you'll get something else drop, and all of a sudden, you're in here for an hour. Ooh, Gem Cutter's Prism. Very nice. We'll take that as well. He was tough. Let's deal with you. Right, are we going? We're not going the right way, are we? Alteration orb, fine. Nothing else up here anyway. Okay, let's work our way around. Oh, no, no, no. That's the portal for the trial. I thought that was a new league mechanic. Right, my bad, my bad. We're heading this way then. Okay. We're sort of in the right direction. That, to me, looked like a new league mechanic that we'd not touched on yet. Nope, it's just the portal from the trial. Crafting recipe. And drop everything. Because we've got a load of mages and we've also got a piety fight. There we go. She's done. Tolman, take his bracelet, take it back to Clarissa so we can just portal out of here. There we go. That's the crematorium done. And she gives us the keys for the sewer grate, which we will find shortly. Find the tomb of the Gemling Queen. Let's just pick up a few quests as we're here. Maramoa. Ooh, now then. Grace is... Ooh. Grants an aura that grants evasion. Right, well, let's take that, considering we're an evasion build. That's one of the gems that it recommends we have. Let's sell you some goodies. Oops. Nope. Better. All of them are no good for us. Okay. Actually. No, I'll keep hold of the Vaal ones for now. there's a reason for that. As and when we discuss trading, the Vaal orbs will sell fairly quickly for something, so they'll be all right. So we've got Grace, which is recommended. We could get rid of the Herald of Agony. 25% mana and that... Ooh, 50% mana. Wow. Okay, we'll just hold on to it for now. We might not use that straight away. Ouch. Because I reckon we probably need to get rid of the Clarity or the Skitterbots. Probably the Skitterbots. Because the Clarity gives us mana for now. Right, okay. We will go into the sewers in the next episode. So thanks for watching, everybody. I really do appreciate you taking the time to watch these videos. If you're enjoying them, don't forget to drop a thumbs up on the video for me. If you're new, subscribe to the channel. Plenty more PoE content to come. And I'll see you again next time. Have a great day. Take care.